Thank you. Good morning. Happy Palm Sunday. Ooh, you didn't know that, did you? Of course you did. First off, is there anybody that's brand new to us here today? If you just raise your hand, we have a little packet for you. We just want to make sure that our new people, and a good family welcome from Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. We've been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us. And please stay after and get to know the rest of your family. So, blessings. So, it is the Sunday before Easter, which is called Palm Sunday. And my talk today is Renewing Your Life. The theme for this month is about renewal and renewing your experience. You know, Earth is renewing its experience during spring, right? There's little buds, flowers. You know, there's still a little bit of rain, you know, but there's a whole new growth, you know. The stuff that was sleeping, how does it know that it's spring? You know, how does it know? Well, there's something within us that knows. And there's something within us that knows that it knows that it knows. And I just know that. So, the series of events of Holy Week begin with Palm Sunday, and it describes a process of our own spiritual and psychological transformation. The metaphysical interpretation of Palm Sunday is when things are laid down before someone sacred, it's an honoring, you know, that they don't have to walk on the dirty ground, that they would walk on a garment or a palm that's laid down. And perhaps a palm which gives us shade represents a filter, represents what we metaphysically filter in our lives. You ever looked at it that way? That it's, we all catch the sun's rays in different ways. We all catch the truth in different ways. Blind faith in historical events is not going to transform us. We must cultivate an experience of this archetypal reality. For this reason, we celebrate Palm Sunday not as a commemoration of a historical event, but as an archetypal mystery, another step in the process of psychological and spiritual transformation. This is part of the transformation that comes next Sunday as we rise in consciousness. So I'm setting you up for next Sunday. A rising in consciousness. That's what the Easter story is all about. It's rising in consciousness from understanding that we don't just fade to black when things are looking their dimmest, but it's a point of transition and new awakening. Rebirth is happening. So he rides upon a donkey into Bethlehem. People lay garments in his path and wave palm branches in celebration. The palms are to shade our eyes from the light of awareness. The metaphysical message of Palm Sunday is the recognition that we can become authentically translucent to our interior light of being, which shining outwardly allows us to see through the worldly and temporal reality of the eternal things that are truly real. Wow. It was a mouthful. And this was, I distilled this from an online source that was like 17 pages. And I was like, wow, I just want to give them the metaphysical meaning in a sentence. You know? So it's about renewing how we think. Because if we think the way we always have thought, we will get what we have always got. If nothing changes, nothing changes. If something changes, everything changes. That's the beauty of the metaphysical, is that we look at things differently. We look at things from a different perspective. And from that perspective, we change the energetic of the situation we walk through. You know, just because we're metaphysicians, just because we've decided to discover the truth, doesn't mean that challenges don't come to us. It just means that we see it differently. That they're not challenges, they are opportunities for growth. Oh, great. Another opportunity for growth. That's just what I wanted. Another great opportunity to figure something out. You know, I remember going through something. I called my dad and I'd tell him what's going on. He goes, wow, you're figuring out something that you get to teach. I'd be like, oh, is that what this is again? Oh, man. But it's true. I mean, until you've walked through it, can you teach it, right? From Abraham Hicks, when you focus upon lack in an attitude of complaining, you are establishing a vibrational point of attraction that then gives you access to only more thoughts of complaint. Ouch. Your deliberate effort to tell a new story will establish a new pattern of thought, providing you with a new point of attraction from your present, about your past, and into your future. We got to change our minds. But when you're in the midst of a thought and you're going down that road, it's like changing your momentum mid-leap, firmly planted in midair. It's just like a hound dog who's on the scent and all of a sudden realizes that they're off the scent. And you see them going back and forth, trying to pick up the scent. They may take a workshop or call their practitioner or buy a new book to figure it out, right? Because that's what we do. When we've lost the scent and we're fumbling around, we need to find the scent again. But you notice that the hound dog immediately finds the scent and takes off in that direction. They are fully planted in midair. They can change direction instantaneously when they pick up the new scent. And we have to be the same way in our metaphysical lives. So we need to start doing things that bring us joy. Are you spending a lot of time with people, and I'm not judging anything or anyone, I'm talking about me, that may call to talk about where they're stuck? And that's okay, because to get unstuck, sometimes we have to tell the story of how we got stuck, how long we've been stuck, and how we can get unstuck, and what it looks like to get unstuck, and then we get unstuck. But there's a process to it. But I would just urge you to speed up that process by those people that do call you that you know is going to tell the story. Let it go to voicemail. Let them tell their story to your voicemail, and then you get to choose when you get to hear it or not. Now, this isn't to judge again. This is just to keep you in center and alignment. It's very important that we stay in our own energetic and not be pulled by the sway of the world. All you have to do is turn on your TV screen and be sucked into a prayer request, right? Boom. You know, change the channel. Put the travel channel on. Or, you know, the animal channel where they're saving animals, you know, right? Let's renew ourselves in that way. Let's be part of the solution, not part of the challenge. I'm just offering a new perspective. If we can look at everything as a new gift, we're on the right track. Look at the big picture. Look at your life from a different angle. Pull yourself out of the situation. What would you tell your friend that had the same challenge that you would tell yourself? You know, what would you say to a friend that called you with your own challenge? You know, just to get yourself a new perspective. Or maybe call a practitioner or a trusted friend and go, you know, I'm stuck. I'm in a loop here. I'd like you to reflect back to me what it looks like to be out of the loop. Because if you have people that you call just to affirm and be part of your pity party, oh, that's terrible. Oh, yeah, you know what happened to me when I was in that set? Oh, yeah, that's bad. Oh, yeah, I got a tattoo and a scar. And but sometimes that's a process of getting out of it. Just call another friend who can know the truth about it and go, look, I know who you are. You are a child of the creative wisdom of the universe. And you have unlimited potential. And I see you as succeeding. I see you as healthy. I see you as abundantly prosperous, creatively expressing. See the difference in energy that is? Boy, if you can do that for yourself and have friends that are doing that for you, boy, you know, that's a good life, right? And that's what we're about. We're all like-minded here. We're all moving towards the light. So if the palm frond in front of your eyes, you know, just move it back a bit. You know, just put the palm fronds to the side. Put them down in front of you so that you don't get your feet dirty. So we need to take a look, a new look, a different look. Do something different. If nothing changes, nothing changes. But if something changes, everything changes. We so want to make changes in our life, but something in us says, oh, don't change me. You know, we so want things to be different, but don't make anything different. You know, we are such creatures of habit. Don't we do that? We go, God, I just want everything to be different, but don't change anything. You know? We're like, I want everything just to be the way it's always been because that's convenient and I'm used to that and I'm in that rut of the sameness. But I want everything to be different because I don't like the way it is, but I'm comfortable, right? It's like being, and I've used this analogy before, is being in the middle of a raging river and holding on to a rock when you can see a beach right there. But I know this rock. It's familiar to me. And I may find a smaller rock if I try to swim towards the beach. So I'm going to get really good grip hold in this one. We are limitations. And I've done it. You know, we have all done it when we thought that's all we could get. But you are the energy of life itself. You didn't come here to play small. You are incredible. And I know who you are. You can't fool me. And you advanced learners out there, you repeat offenders, you know who you are. Thank you for reminding me of continuing to search and to grow and to continue to look for truth, even when life gets challenging. Because it is through those challenges that have catapulted us into the next dimension. Sometimes our biggest challenges are the ones that have given us the most light. But we have to see it correctly. If we just see it as darkness, that it's dragging us down and making us heavy, we may be burdened by the experience when it's there to lift us up. So to renew and reinvent our lives, we need a plan. I've got a couple steps here that I've found that maybe can give you some insight on it. So we need to recharge. Take some time to recharge. Everybody needs some downtime to meditate, to pray, to vision, to contemplate. Why are you here? Why are you here? Not why are you here in this church, but why are you in this plane of existence? Because there is a reason. God doesn't make any extra parts. God doesn't make any mistakes. Each one of us is on purpose. Even if you feel like you've gotten off the road, you're on the road. You can't get off the road. You can't stop thinking. Okay, just stop thinking. Everybody just stop it. It's like I'm thinking about him telling me to stop thinking. So if you can't stop your thinking, what can you do? You can introduce a positive thought. What's the highest and best? What's the best? People always go, oh, what's the worst it can get? Don't even go there. What's the best it can get? What's better than the best? Can you imagine that? So recharge, revamp, take time to plan. Plan for your success. What changes do you need to make in your home, in your office? What changes do you need to make in your exercise routine? Do you have an exercise routine? It's a good place to start, maybe with a doctor's assistance if you need to start in that way. Say, hey, I want to start an exercise regimen. What's it look like for me? Get somebody that helps to help you that is versed in that. Just like we call, a practitioner, maybe you want to call a physical practitioner, right, in your life to assist you with, learning how to play pickleball or, ping pong or tennis or whatever. But start moving. You need to start moving your body. I'm talking to myself here. Right? I'm always talking to myself because there's only one of us here. Next is recycling, a time of releasing things that no longer work. It's been said that things you want in your life can't come in because the things you don't want are taking their place. I heard that and I was like, well, you don't know what I got. And then I realized that there was some stuff in my life. There was some stuff in my life that I was hoarding. I was a hoarder. A conscious hoarder, too. And that's where it started. When I started clearing my consciousness of my hoarding of thought, I started cleaning my closet, my garage, my junk drawer. You can start with just your junk drawer. I see rolling of eyes. I can't even start there. But if nothing changes, nothing changes. Start with just 5 minutes on the junk drawer. And you know what? You could take a junk drawer and not even take anything out of it and just put it in categories. Rubber bands, pencils, right? And you open the drawer and it's not so junky anymore. It may have the same stuff in it, but it's organized, right? Start there. Just put things in order. When you put things in order in your mind, your life begins to take order. And we need order. Order gives us the ability that when we want to go out and play, when you know that things in your garage are in order, for some reason you play at a different level, don't you? Like, I play better when I know that the dishes are in the dishwasher for some reason, even if they're not even being done, if they're just not in the sink, if they're in the dishwasher, you know what I mean? What in your life is not in the dishwasher yet? Oh, here we go. You had to say it, right? It's a time to refresh. This is a great time of the year to get out in nature, even on a rainy day. Put your rain slicker on and go play in the mud a little bit. Go watch the stream, right? Go watch the river of life and enjoy it. Enjoy this time in your life like you have never enjoyed it before. We only get so many springs and so many falls. This is not just another spring. This is the spring of your life. Spring into it. Spring into it, right? It's a time to refresh. It's a time to return to spiritual contemplation. It's a time to contemplate your spiritual value. A time to return to love. A time of soul searching. My father made his transition about 3-4 months ago. And his wife just made her transition this last Sunday. It was 12 weeks to the day. And we didn't know that there was anything going on with her the time my dad passed. But this is what life is. Life is completely renewing and reviving itself, even through what appears to be a transition of life. And I'm going to admit it hurts. But what do I know for them is that they are tripping the life fantastic, right? They are off on a new adventure of life. You know, it's not Fade to Black. It's one of my favorite Metallica songs, but it's not that way. It is fade to brightness. Fade to brightness. So it's time to return. And you have returned just by coming, even if this is your first Sunday and your last Sunday here, you are starting on a new trajectory just by being here. It's no mistake. You didn't just happen in here and think this was the Baptist church. Not that that's wrong with that, but you didn't like, wow, aren't they talking about Jesus the Christ today or what? You know, this is, and it's all good. There are countless roads to the mountaintop, but there's only one mountaintop. How you get there is your business. You know, I have people coming knocking on my door telling me that there's a certain way, there's only one way to the mountaintop. You know, they're giving me their magazine, you know. And God bless them. That's their ministry. They are doing what they feel compelled to do. But I want them to read my magazine too. If they want me to read theirs, you know, let's go both ways. You know, oh, I can't do that. It's like, oh, okay, well, you believe in God, I believe in God. Everything else is just part of the experience. God bless you. Next door. No, I invite him in and let's have a chat because I want to know. I want to know because if I'm missing something, right? I want to know. I want the information that maybe I've missed something, you know, or maybe I can give them a one-liner that will give them some new information. I don't know. I'm just like that. So now focus on your soul level. Sit and connect with your higher power, God, Great Spirit, or whatever you call it, Christ consciousness, the power that created you, and ask questions like you've never asked questions before. What is my purpose? Why am I here, but what is mine to do here? And fill me with the creative power and genius to do it. Okay. Reinvent yourself if you need to. What happened yesterday and the days before is history. Tomorrow is mystery. Today is the present. It's a gift you give to yourself. The present. Live in it. If you're worried about what happened or what's gonna happen, you're not in the now. And boy, I lived for years anywhere but here. You mean I gotta live here in the now? Oh. But I could worry about other things, and that could appease me. And then I wondered why I was always attracting more things to worry about when I learned that energy flows where your attention goes. What is your attention on? Even if you're walking through some big challenges, there is light within it. Ask it, what is your gift? What is your message to people that I may move in direction? So reflect. In conclusion, recharge, rethink, recycle. Move into some new plane of awareness about yourself, because truly that's what spring is about. It's about springing into a new understanding, a new consciousness level, that you are a powerhouse. You are it. There is not God and you, there is God as you. You're not all God is, but every cell of your being is God. And when you truly embody that and live from that place, you are on purpose. And that's what it's all about. And love, my friends, is what it all boils down to. In your equation, bring love in some way. Go do something for someone else and love it. Go sweep someone's porch who has papers and debris all over it. Just do it and run away, never to be seen again. Home and go, someone was at my door sweeping. I have ring, I'll find out who it is, right? Or a gesture was done unto me without my knowledge that has made my life better. My porch is clean. I feel like I want to go clean someone else's porch. You know, you start paying it forward. Pay for somebody's coffee behind you. Flip them out. Mess up the person that's taking the money for, a couple hours. Somebody paid for them, and then somebody paid for them. Everything's free. Somebody paid for everybody. But start that role of paying something forward, and just move through your day with love. That's what it's about. Okay. So, do not conform any longer to the patterns of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, and your life will follow. So it is. So it's time now to follow our teaching and go in. So I just invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Take a soft focus on the candles or the flowers, and let's just remember who we are. So I know that there is a power, an animator of all creation. And that power that guides us, that breathes our body, that beats our heart, that heals us. It sends all the right molecules in our body to all the right places to allow that healing to begin. It allows the healing of everything. For revealing the truth is what it is all about. And as that truth is revealed, and as we move into that energetic of peace, of love, and of harmony, everything in the universe conspires with us. And the universe literally changes its modality and conspires with us to be the love and the harmony of the universe that we are. How good it is to know that. So I speak my word of love, knowing that a divine energy is moving right here and right now in this universe in a way that allows that perfect healing, that perfect love to be known, to be shown, and to be expressed. For we stand in the doorway of our consciousness, saying yes to love, yes to peace, and yes to harmony. And wonderful, blessed things are happening for us right now. No matter what the appearance may look like, we turn away and we turn into the love that we know created us. And as we turn into that love that created us, that love turns into us, and we are one. For in truth, we have never been separated, only appearance has been construed. So we align our lives today in a way that allow that connection to be made, that peace and that harmony to be felt. So I say thank you. Thank you, divine, loving wisdom of the universe, for providing us this time, space, and place to remember who we are and to take full advantage of it in a way that allows this plane of existence to energetically transform itself into what it was created to be. And for this, we are so well blessed. Thank you. Thank you. I release this word, placing these energies directly into the living, loving law of mind where I know they are returned fully orbed and resplendent. And for this we are so well pleased, as we affirm it together by saying, and so it is. Amen.